Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Butterfly Spirit 314, and today what I wanted to do is I want to show you guys some of the herbal books that I want to buy and eventually read. These are some books that are a little more expensive than the ones that I was able to find at my local bookstore. So I want to just show you some of these books just to kind of give you guys some ideas of some herbal books out there that you could buy and read so you can get more knowledge about herbalism if you hope to become an herbalist in the future. All right, so let me look up the first book here. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking up the book on Amazon and also the book on eBay, okay? So the purpose of me doing this is just to give you guys some type of idea of how much these books cost and where you can go to find them. If you're hoping to go to a local bookstore that you shop at, like a Barnes and Noble or a Half Price bookstore or some other place, then you can definitely do that. I'm just trying to show you some of the books and where you can find them online, okay? So the first book that I'm interested in buying and eventually reading is called The Complete Herbal Tutor. This book was written by Anne McIntyre, and I looked up her 2010 edition, but we'll see what edition pops up when I search for it on Amazon. So, The Complete Herbal Tutor. Okay. All right, so as you guys can see, I went ahead and searched The Complete Herbal Tutor. And it pulled up some results for some books with the exact same name. Here's one that's, I believe, is in Spanish. All right. So, one thing you're going to notice here is that Amazon is going to populate some results for some other herbal books that are that don't have the same title, as you can see down here. So, and one helpful tip before I continue is that on Amazon, make sure that you are looking in the section for books. I know it says all here. I got lucky to just pull up the book, but just know that, like, if you look up something that has like some type of food name, then you may not find the book that you're looking for. So just be aware of that. I'll go ahead and fix this here so you guys can see this. I mean, I got lucky with the whole all part, but it just makes it better if you pull this down and search and click like books first and then type the title. But if you want to use just all departments and then type in the title of the book and then search, you can. But just know, if you look up something that has like some type of food title or something like that, you may not find the result you're looking for. So that's why I thought I would just share that with you. So here we see The Complete Herbal Tutor. This is looks like it's on here for 2019, and then there's an edition for 2010. So this book is going to be the old edition. And then this is going to be the new, most up-to-date edition that was written by Anne McIntyre. Both of them, as you can see, are by Anne McIntyre. What I like to do if I'm trying to save a little bit of money is I will go and try to get the book that has the oldest edition so I can save some money. This particular book right here, it says it's $61.51. for old edition. I think that's pretty ridiculous. I'm not sure who's selling this, but you won't necessarily see an old book being really super expensive. I don't think anybody's going to be able to sell this book for this cost, especially for what you can probably get. You can probably, pay for something on eBay, but let's go to the most complete up-to-date version because that's probably going to have the most closest price that we're looking for. So here we are in the new edition, The Complete Herbal Tutor, The Definitive Guide to the Principles and Practices of Herbal Medicine, second edition, and then I believe this is the 2019 edition. So let me just check to make sure. All right, it says 2019, so we're in the right place. All righty. So I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit, read the summary of the book, and then I'll see if there's anything else I left out, and then we'll go and see how much the book costs on Amazon. Typically, if you get an old edition of a book, then you can save a lot of money, okay? So let me see. Oh, there's one point I was going to talk to you guys about. So the reason why I just searched the Complete Herbal Tutor here is because that's what the title of the book is called. If I would have, wrote all the rest of the words on here, yes, I would have gotten a more narrow result. But I just like to go for what the title is so it can save me time and I don't have to type any extra words. So that's why I just typed in the Complete Herbal Tutor here. If you're somebody and you want to search for the words after the title, you can definitely go ahead, but I just searched for the title that's on the book here. So I'll go ahead and read the summary and then we'll talk about the price. All right. Herbal medicines have been used for many centuries. And I'm reading right here for you guys so you can take a look. So, herbal medicines have been used for many centuries to treat illnesses and restore health. And today, herbalism still remains the most widely practiced form of medicine around the world. Written by a leading medical herbalist, this new revised edition of the Complete Herbal Tutor provides in-depth knowledge of the practice and theory of herbal medicine, including everything you need to know about its history, how it works, how to grow, gather, and prepare herbs, and how to use them to create an herbal prescription. The illustrated Materia Medica contains 150 herbs with thorough descriptions of their properties and active ingredients. There is also a clear explanation of how herbs can be used to treat each of the body's systems, with advice on using remedies for healing a range of specific conditions. This revised edition of Anne McIntyre's popular classic will be invaluable to all herbalists and students of herbal medicine. It is beautifully illustrated with a series of color photographs and many taken by the author in her own garden. So this summary goes ahead and tells you about what you're going to find in the book. I'm the type of person, when I come on Amazon and I'm looking for information on a book, I don't immediately come down here to the summary. What I do is I will look inside of the book. So this is the Kindle edition. The good thing about the Kindle edition is that you can look inside of the book and see, what it's about, what the chapters are going to be about, and things like that. So I like to take a look inside the book just to see what I'm going to be getting before I buy it, just to make sure it's the right book for me. I'm sure you guys may have some other type of process that you guys go through, but I like to look inside the book. I like to, see what edition it is, what the chapters are going to be in here. Looks like the introduction, global herbal traditions, the chemistry of herbs, the herbal consultation, the herbal pharmacy. Looks like these are some of the chapters here that you'll see. And then here's the introduction. I'll just go ahead and read a little bit of this. So, introduction. Herbs are the most extraordinary plants. Their incredible ability to heal on all levels of our being never ceases to amaze and inspire me. Through my years in practice as an herbalist, I have been asked many times, how can I be in this profession? The story actually begins in my childhood. And then she goes on from there to talk about how she came to love herbs in her childhood. If you guys want to check out more of this on Amazon, you can definitely do that. This is one thing that I enjoy that Amazon does that eBay doesn't do. So I just like seeing the information in the book and stuff before I get it. I think that's a treat. All right, so let's get to the price here. So the price here, let me check to make sure my program's still recording. It is. All right. So the price here, it says for Kindle, it is 99 cents. And this is for a digital copy. I'm not the type of person to really like reading digital copies, so I prefer to read the paperback. Some of you guys may have like a you may have a Kindle, or you may have like a some type of tablet that you guys can read from. That's awesome for you. Me, I'm the type of person, I love the paperback type of book. So you still can view what's in the book for the paperback edition on Amazon. It looks like the cost for the paperback edition is $25.33. If they didn't have the paperback edition, then I'd love to get I'd like to get let's see what it's on here. I like to get the hardcover edition. And let me go back. I love the hardcover edition of a book before the paperback. If I have to settle for the paperback, I'd go for that. But if it's hardcover, I definitely go for that first if it's hardcover. It looks like the cost for this book is $25.33. I'm not sure how much it would be for a hardcover, but I definitely try to search and see, how much that would be. Let me see. Is this paperback? Looks like there is only the paperback edition. So that's okay. Another thing I do when it comes to books is I'd read the reviews on Amazon to see what people thought about the book. It looks like a lot of people really love this book. So I don't just look at the percentage. I look at what people say about the book. How has it helped them? Because if everybody's just talking about how great the cover is, that doesn't help me. I need to know, what did other people get out of the book? I know that there's going to be some reviews where people don't like it, but that's okay. It's completely fine, if somebody doesn't like it. So I just like to look at the summary inside the book. What do the chapters look like? How much does the book cost? The reviews, just to find out if this is the right type of book for me. If you want to purchase this book on Amazon, it's $25.33 today. When I looked up this book, it was $25.53 for the book. As I showed you guys earlier, let me go back. As I showed you guys earlier, okay, here we go. Oops. Okay, that link isn't working. As I showed you guys earlier, that this older edition, I feel like, is way, way overpriced. But just know that you can find a cheaper edition on eBay. So I'm gonna go ahead and look up the book, The Complete Herbal Tutor. Just know that this is the newest edition. This is the older edition. When you think about older books, just expect you should be paying a lot lower price than, the $61 you guys saw. I think that's ridiculous. So let me look it up on eBay. I'm gonna look this up, and let me see if they got a book section. Okay, I don't see the books. Well, I'm in shoes. So let me go to, I looked it up by books just to make sure I can find the book. So The Complete Herbal Tutor. All right, guys, so here we go. So here is some results for the book. It looks like the book is pretty expensive on eBay. Wow, $89.95 for this book. That's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. So as you guys can see from the prices here on eBay, this book is extremely expensive. Looking at these prices, what I would do is I would go to Amazon and I would buy the book from here, because $25.33 is a hell of a lot cheaper than the $32.67. So look at different sites to compare the prices, just to, make sure that you're getting the book for as cheap as you can get it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and look at another book here. Let me see. The next book that I wanted to get is The Male Herbalist. This book is by Mr. James Green. He is also an herbalist, and he wrote this book. Let me see. Okay, let me see. James Green. Okay, so it's not bringing up this book like I want it to. I don't know what's going on with this. Let me search by his name. James. Alrighty, so as you guys saw, I had to search by the author's name to bring up the book. So here is the book we're looking for. The Male Herbal. I think I completely wrote this book's title the wrong way. Let me make sure. Okay, so let me search online. James Green. No, that's the wrong person. Okay, so sorry about that. So the title of the book is The Male Herbal. So I had that title completely wrong. Let me update this on my list real quick. The Male Herbal. All right, and it's by James Green, who's an herbalist. And let me see. What edition is this? This is a 2007 edition. 7 edition. And it cost how much on Amazon? It costs $15.99 right now. And then I'll look up the cost on eBay as well, so I can just have it for my records. So I didn't know that I typed the title wrong. So the book I want to get is called The Male Herbal, the definitive healthcare book for men and boys. It's 2007 edition. As I said before, you can look inside of the book. Not every book that you want to get, you're going to be able to look up on Amazon, so just be aware of that. So I'm going to go ahead and read the summary of this book so you guys can know what it's about. All right, so in this long-awaited second edition of The Male Herbal, James Green gives men and boys the tools they need to create or maintain physical and emotional health through a customized herbal program. By following Green's newly developed constitutional model and referencing the comprehensive alphabetical herbal listings, men can create an herbal program attuned to their unique body type, lifestyle, and health needs, featuring life-changing information about common plants, herbal alternatives to Viagra, medicinal uses of herbs for male-specific issues, and nearly 30 recipes for teas, tinctures, salves, and tonics. This updated guide emphasizes prevention and health with sensitivity and wisdom. Alrighty, so as you guys can gather from this summary, this is a book for men, but ladies, if you want to be an herbalist and you want to make some type of tinctures, salves, or tonics for men, this is going to be a good book for you to read. It's not only for men to read, okay? So some people, while I was reading this, will be like, what is this about? And I felt that way too. So what I want to do is I want to go into the book just to read a little snippet about what the author says so that maybe we can get a better picture of the book. Okay. All right, let's see. I want to go to the introduction. Okay, it's on page 1. So as I told you guys before, when you're looking into a book on Amazon, you can see the chapters in the book. Those chapters are going to give you some kind of ideas of what the book is going to be about based off of what the chapters titles are going to be. So let's go ahead and look at the introduction. I don't have to just look at the introduction. I mean, I can go ahead and look at the prologue to get an idea of what this is going to be about. Prologue. It is a mystery to me why we men have not sooner written a male herbal. So looking into the eyes of mystery, I offer this work as a beginning. When I was a kid running around in my little boy body, usually barefooted, wearing sloppy sweatshirts tucked into my baggy corduroy pants, hiked up to my armpits, I like to see myself equally splendid as a giant grizzly bear. Of course, I knew I stacked up as only a very small grizzly, but that didn't matter. I felt that human beings have the potential to be as magnificent and free as the grizzly, with equal heart and courage and independence. The grizzly could do anything. He could play, be mad, eat wild plants, roll around, sleep as long as he wanted to, roar, lick his own wounds, and make them better. Bears were always boys to me then, as were dogs, cats were girls, and so were horses. Was totally self-sufficient within his own vast surroundings. I loved that. When my friends and I played cowboys and Indians, I would always be my favorite Indian warrior, Broken Arrow. But whenever I got killed, I'd change into a grizzly bear. Indians used wild plants to make themselves better, as I thought that was great. I looked with deep admiration to the man and woman who could fix things. Individuals could take care of themselves and help others, who had the wit, the common sense, and the simple skills to live their lives independently. They knew how to build fires, how to grow vegetables, how to preserve food, and how to help their animals when they were hurt or sick. These folks with knowledge and skills tended their families using local medicinal plants. They rested when they were sick and knew when to advise someone else to do the same. They could moan out loud or even cry when in pain. Why not? It seemed like the natural thing to do, though Broken Arrow wouldn't have. So, as you guys may not be able to see, or maybe you can see, the author, what he's trying to do is he's trying to let the men or boys reading this book know why men should use, herbs, tonics, salves, whatever, to make themselves better. And what he's doing is starting off in his childhood, similar to how Miss McIntyre did with her book. So I'm not going to go and read this whole thing, but eventually I'm sure this is going to basically turn into the situation where the author is going to be telling men or boys why they should be using different types of herbal remedies for their own health. So that's all I'm going to read it of that. I know I've read a ton, and I'm going to move on here. But ladies, you can definitely read this book if you're going to become an herbalist, because as an herbalist, you're probably going to have some men come to you who are going to need some type of remedies. And what you can do is make that for them. But just make sure you have the courage to read a book like this, and don't take it personal if he's speaking to men, because of course the book is called The Male Herbal. So it's going to be directed towards men, but it can be a valuable resource for women who are going to be making remedies for men or boys as well. So as you guys can see, this book is $15.99, and this is the cost that it is on Amazon. I think if you have a previous version of this book, then it's probably going to be cheaper on eBay. One thing you guys can definitely do is you can, read the reviews of the book, see what people think. If you want to take the reviews with a grain of salt, you can definitely do that as well. So I'm going to go to eBay to see how much this book would cost. All right, so here we go. We have this book, The Male Herbal, Health Care for Men and Boys. The book on eBay is different than the ones that are coming up, but looks like there's different covers for this book. This is the one that we saw here, but I guess these are some older editions. As you guys can see, these older editions are a lot cheaper, except this one. These older editions are a lot cheaper than the one that we saw on Amazon. So I say for anybody out there, if you're looking for an older edition of this book, I would say go ahead and grab it before anybody else gets it. If you want the new edition, just be prepared to pay a little bit more money than the old edition would cost. I think I'm going to probably grab a copy of this book anyway, just so I can read it. Also, on eBay, make sure that you have, like new, very good type of edition. A good edition could be fine, but if you get a good edition, I mean, there could be highlighting in it. There could be, rips or tears or whatever. So just be aware of that. I'm going to write this down so I can make sure I get this book. Give me just a minute. The Male Herbal, eBay, $5. I'm gonna say $5 for the book. I say $5 because, or less, so I can pick up a copy of this. Alrighty. Alright, another book I wanted to get. Another book I wanted to get is The Medicine Maker's Handbook by John Green. So this is another one of Mr. Green's books. So I'm going to click here on Amazon, see if I can be taken to his page. All right, let me see. Okay. So it took a little bit to get here. So here we have the book. It is the, let me go up here. I want to get you guys a clearer look at the title so that you can see it. I don't know why it did what it did. Okay. All right. So here we have the Herbal Medicine Maker's Handbook. It's by Mr. James Green. I apologize if I butchered his name a minute ago. If you guys want to know what it's about, I'll go ahead and read the summary. If you guys want to skip it forward for the price, you can definitely do that. All right. Summary. The Herbal Medicine Maker's Handbook is an entertaining compilation of natural home remedies written by one of the great herbalists, James Green, author of the best-selling The Male Herbal. Writing in a delightfully personal and down-home style, Green emphasizes the point that herbal medicine making is fundamental to every culture on the planet and is accessible to everyone. So first head into the garden and learn to harvest your own herbs, and then head into your kitchen and whip up a batch of raspberry cough syrup, or perhaps a soothing elixir to erase daily stresses of modern life. I'm going to go ahead and go into the book just so I can get to the introduction, just to read you guys a little bit of that. Okay, let me see if I can go back in here. Something's going on with this book. All right, the paperback is working, the Kindle isn't, so I'm not sure what's going on. As you guys can see, here's the table of contents. This is going to show the chapters that are in the book. And then I'm going to read you guys a little bit of the prologue, okay? Prologue, a word before the medicine show. The day you decide to appreciate yourself is the day you begin to dance. T. Elder Sachs. Herbal medicine making is much like dancing. It's easy, it's natural, and is undeniably delightful. To say the least, it is a lucid expression of one's distinct character. If you have never worked with medicinal plants or made herbal medicines for yourself, you will have to take my word for this. However, as you experiment with the procedures suggested in this manual, I promise that during some private moment, maybe when shaking your tinctures or while gargling some dreamy mugwort, you will find yourself thinking, hey, that green guy was right. This is more damn fun. I think I might even go dancing tonight. And like dancing, once you find the rhythm of music and begin moving your body with it, you'll never want to stop. So the prologue, of course, continues with Green speaking. So if you guys want to go ahead and look this up, you can. But I think the more you read of the prologue or the introduction of the book, then you'll find, you'll find out whether, this is the right book for you before you buy it on Amazon. So that was a little bit of what's in the book. I think when I found myself reading the prologue of this book, I was like, you know what, this is the book I really want to get, So that's kind of what inspired me. And of course, I will get this book at some point. On Amazon, it says that the print listed price is $22.99. The Kindle price is $10.99. So I think the price changes here when I clicked on paperback. It says like $19.67. Let me see. Like I said, you guys can go down to like the, you can go down to like the reviews to take a look and see what people say about it. It really depends. This author, when I first, was kind of reading through, like when I was reading the prologue, this author says that you want to take what he says with a grain of salt, because when you are an herbalist, he's not trying to have any say on like what you do, because what he's trying to do is he's trying to inspire you guys. He's trying to get you to read forward. He's trying to just try to inspire you enough so that you can make your remedies. He's not trying to tell you, do this, do that. He's trying to just let you know that, your practice as an herbalist is going to be different. I mean, even if you're just making a remedy, you're not going to be an herbalist, that's fine. But just know that he is trying to make this book lighthearted. He's not trying to make it super serious or anything. He's just trying to make it, a book where you will enjoy reading. It's not going to be perfect or anything. I noticed that there were some people who were, who were disappointed and things. And I think these people who brought this book, maybe these people didn't like this book because maybe they just felt like, maybe it was not the right book for them. And maybe, yes, there could have been errors, but I think that, it's all about, finding out if it's the right book for you first before you buy it. Don't just buy it, have an expectation. Research on it first and then find out if it's the right book for you. I'm going to look this book up on Amazon just to see how much it is. Let me see. The Herbal Medicine Maker's Handbook. The Herbal Medicine Maker's Handbook. Alrighty, so here we can see on eBay. Here we can see that here are some of Mr. Green's books. The one on Amazon was, for a print version, it was $19.67. And on eBay, you can see that there's varying prices all over the board. So here's one that's $15.76, plus you have to pay $3.99 for shipping. This is $22.99 plus $5.99 for shipping. What I like to do is get one with free shipping so that I don't have to pay anything. So that would probably be this version, the $23 one. You guys can always go and click on free shipping on the side, and then it'll bring up book results that, where you don't have to pay shipping. This is $15.57, but I like to see one of these listings with the right cover of the book so that I know what I'm buying and not just take somebody's word that, this is going to be the book you want when it doesn't show the right image. So these books are all over the board here. This book is expensive here on eBay, but, you can take your pick. I mean, this is closer to what it was on Amazon. So I think this particular seller kind of looked at Amazon before they priced their book so they can get it sold. But I'd say, go for, the best version you can. It's okay if it's like new or very good or good. That's okay. It just depends on what you like. So what I'm going to do, let me see how long I've been doing this. Okay, I've been working on this video for about 37 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right here with these 3 books. And then what I'm going to do is probably make a part 2 to this video so that this is not going to be so long it's ridiculous. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate you. What I'm going to do is make a note to make a part 2 of this video so that you guys can see some more books that I want to buy in the future. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you, and have a good weekend.